Welcome to part 7, and we are finishing the Forest Temple in this video. Now there are some things hanging from a spider's web in this room, but thanks to our newly acquired Gale Boomerang, we are going to come down and we are going to claim them. Especially this treasure chest right here. Oh goody, we got the compass. Kinda late, don't you think? Alright, yeah, the compass has been known to be useful to locate things, so, yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do right now is, we're actually going to get, our boss key. And to do so, we're going to go back to a previous room we've, been to. Yeah, stupid thing, Baba. Now, there are two ways you can get to the boss key, though. You can either go back the way we came in order to get to one of the monkey rooms, or we could just climb the vines. And I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way and walk. You know, for some reason, the Skulltulas don't respawn. You know how sometimes that after you defeat a mini-boss, the enemies respawn for some reason? Well, not this time, so yeah. Anyway, what you want to do here is use your Gale Boomerang and log on to these fan things, and you must make sure you do it in the proper order. The order going from the pretty much following the Z pattern. And when you do so properly, you will gain access to the boss key right here. And it looks kind of menacing, don't you think? Anyway, before we leave this area, there is another treasure chest we can get that is actually right underneath the boss key. And it's just some rupees if you're interested in it. Yeah. Now, I've read online on a wiki, it may or may not be true, that the Forest Temple might have been the Great Deku Tree sometime in the past. I mean, it would make sense because the entrance is inside of a tree stump. And these rooms are reminiscent of the Great Deku Tree in Ocarina of Time. And I've also heard that this place can also be the Forbidden Woods in the other timeline. Yeah, remember, this takes place, believe it or not, in another timeline. To be specific, the child timeline. You know, the same timeline that shares Majora's Mask. But I'll get more into that as we go through the game. Now, when we enter this room right here, we are essentially entering the monkey's room. Right there is every monkey that we have freed thus far. And oh, I'm. No duh. And as you saw there are 3 open spaces which means there are 3 monkeys we need to save. So, yeah, we're gonna have to save 8 monkeys in order for us to actually make it to the boss room because, well, you'll see. I love the Gale Boomerang because you could do cool stuff like lock onto enemies and kill them simultaneously. This is just awesome. You know, I don't hear any music here for some reason or another. Maybe it's because we are in a room that's just before the boss. Yeah, you can see there in purple, that's the boss. You know, that's what the compass usually does. It points out very interesting things, except in addition to treasure chests. And those red dots on the map, those are monkey locations. Whoop-dee-doo. Climbing is boring. There we go. See, finishing move is awesome. You know, so far I have not gotten Link to do that whole twirly thing, but oh well. Anyway, in this room there are Baba serpents and other unmentionables here. So let's clear the room of the enemies before we do what we need to do here. Anyway, what you do here is use your Gale Boomerang, lock onto the bombling, and then lock onto the boulder right there to blow it up. Yay. And of course, careful of the Baba serpents that can impede your progress. And when we climb up here, there will be a Bokoblin and 2 Baba serpents that will descend from the ceiling. Now, to get rid of those, use the Gale Boomerang to essentially cut them down, and then we're going to kill them. And yes, the monkey is right behind that boulder, so let's clear the way first before we rescue it, shall we? No biting me today, you freakish plant. Alright, now to get the bombling up here, you just have to lock onto it, use the Gale Boomerang, and yeah. And then, of course, just toss out the boulder, wait for it to explode, and we have freed a monkey. Yay. Now, we're not done here yet. There is a treasure chest that we need to get, and, well, once again, we need the bombling's help because there is a Deku-like on an island that we need to cross. So we pretty much know the drill right now. Get the bombling, toss it inside the Deku-like, and it will go kablooey. Boom. Yay. Alright, so we have our final small key of this dungeon, so we're going to have to do a little backtracking in order to open that door, so let's be patient and do a lot of backtracking. Well, not that much backtracking, just one room back. You may notice that there are vines located in areas that we cannot exactly reach yet. The reason is it's positioned in certain places. Well, let me put it this way. When we backtrack to the Forest Temple, if you decide to go back to the Forest Temple after beating the boss, you know those places that you need the monkey's help, you know, like in the first main room where you have to use the monkeys to swing from one area to the other? They will not be there. No. All monkeys will be hanging out in this room right here, and well, let's just say that we are going to need a certain item to help cross the gap if you decide to come here in the future. However, if you are following this video and are collecting every single piece of treasure here, then you'll have no need to come back to this place at all. Oh goody. Will seem to indicate Bokoblins have seen me. And die. No threat. Okay. Now, what you want to do here is go into this room, this way first. The door that does not require the small key. I hear a monkey. And there are 2 Skulltulas on the ceiling. So what you want to do here is take the Gale Boomerang and knock them down one at a time, so that we can kill them one at a time. And yeah, no threat. Come on. Why does it have to be spiders? There we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the monkey is down here. Now, here's the thing about this area right here. There are essentially 2 ways that you can go. And, well, one of them is a trap. Yeah, essentially, what you have to do is you have to take your lantern and you have to burn away the cobwebs right underneath your feet. Now, one of these ways will lead you straight to the monkey. The other will lead you into the jaws of a Deku-like. And I believe it's this one that... ugh. Yeah. Uneasy sound, uneasy. Well, as I was saying, one of these will drop you into the jaws of a Deku-like right here. And if you're unsure, you can quickly drop down here to get a quick glimpse at which way you need to drop down. But it should be pretty obvious which one you need to go to. Actually, it's this one right here. You see, I'll be doing this a lot. I keep forgetting that you need to press the up on the control pad in order to access the item menu, because I don't know why that we need to do that. I mean, in past games you just pause to get your items and such, but I guess they just keep the pause button for quest status items. So anyway, we got our monkey. Let's get out of here. Now, I'm trying to burn the lamp a bit on purpose for a, well, because I want to use up some of that lantern oil in the bottle that I've been saving. And there's a reason why. And, well, I think we can all pretty guess that reason when I get to the outside of the boss door. I'll just say it anyway when I get there, okay? Anyway, going through this door right here, we are in a room that has more tile worms. Again, thanks to the Gale Boomerang, we can just lift them up and kill them all. No threat at all. Although, of course, you can avoid them if you know exactly which tiles to avoid. Anyway, what you want to do here is go through this tunnel right here. And, oh look, another Skulltula. Whoop-de-doo. Die! Sometimes the L targeting system can be a little bit fidgety, because I was going to try and get the finishing blow here, but oh well, it died. It's dead. Yeah, sometimes the L targeting system can be a little finicky. I mean, you can be surrounded by swarms of enemies and essentially get things here and there. I mean, it can get a little confusing if you're fighting one enemy and they're down, and then you automatically go to the next enemy. I mean, it does prevent you from getting slashed around by a bunch of enemies, but at the same time, it can be a little confusing, and I just don't know. I'm rambling again, aren't I, folks? Anyway, this is our final monkey. Now, what you want to do here is use the Gale Boomerang on these 2 windmill pin things to, at the same time, to open the cage and Well, we freed the last monkey. Now be careful as you exit here. There is a Baba Serpent that will descend. We're going to kill it right quick. Yay. Now that little musical sting, da-da-da, that only plays if you kill every single enemy in this room. Like, there are no hidden leftovers or anything. And I think that's a nice touch, letting you know that this room is now completely devoid of enemies. It's safe to explore without getting killed. So yeah, that's nice. Well, with every monkey saved, let's go back to that monkey chamber, and the monkeys will help us get across to the boss room. Yeah. So yeah, the Forest Temple is essentially the monkey's home, if you haven't guessed by now. And I'm guessing that this room here that we're in right now, it's the monkeys, monkeys' sleeping area, their nesting area. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see here, all 8 monkeys are forming a chain so that they will enable us to swing across and get to the boss door. Now, of course, you have to time it carefully so that we can get onto the monkey chain and then just swing across. Just swing across when you feel like you're the closest to the boss door. Now, there is a chance you can fall down the big gap and you have to do this all over again. But thankfully, there are goodies over there that can refill your hearts if you fall down and, well, essentially lose hearts when you respawn. Yay. Alright. You're probably guessing why I have the empty bottle now. Well, let me put it this way. There's something I need that will keep me alive, aka a fairy! Yep, they're back, and once again, they can revive Link if he loses all of his hearts. Yay! I mean, they're essentially the extra life of the Zelda series, and it is a good idea to have one equipped when facing a boss. I mean, granted, this is the first boss of the game, but first-time players might have a little difficulty if they do not know what to do. And Link must have been strong to open those big doors by himself. Now, this place definitely reminds me of Woodfall Temple and Majora's Mask, especially with the purple poisonous water. And there are bomblings on the logs right here, so obviously we're going to need those. So where are you, boss? Come on, come out. Whoa! Well, folks, say hello to Twilight Parasite Baba. And they brought back the boss subtitles. That's amazing. I mean, well, the last time we saw boss subtitles was in Majora's Mask, as far as I'm aware of. And I mean, there were no boss subtitles in Wind Waker. And that's because we have to do that stupid Nintendo figurine subplot in order to take a picture of an enemy. In which case, this guy would carve a statue of it, and that's when we're going to get our information about it. And that's probably where we got the name of the boss in question, so... But it's so great to see the boss subtitles back. It's so awesome. And I should be talking about the boss right now, so yeah. Anyway, what you're supposed to do here is use your Gale Boomerang to first lock on to the bombling, and then lock on to one of the heads of Baba. And as you can see here, one hit with a bombling and the head goes down. Now, as you saw momentarily, Midna's icon appears on the bottom of the screen if you dilly-dally too much. Pretty much she's going to scold you like, "You idiot, you're supposed to do this, and this, and this, and this." Now, granted, I know what to do. It's just taking me a little time to get myself in position because these heads will stretch out and hurt you a lot. Take away half of your heart. But it does not matter. They're dead. We've won, right? Right? Nope. Those things were just the arms to the real Diababa. Ugh. And that thing, when it emerged from the bottom, it destroyed our source of bomblings, so... Oh boy. What are we gonna do now? Oh darn. Oh, hi, Ook! And he has bomblings! Yep, Ook is atoning for his earlier actions in this dungeon, and he is pretty much going to be our source of bomblings for the rest of this fight. What you're going to have to do now is lock on to the bombling that he's carrying, and then lock on to Deobaba's head, and it will stun it, allowing us to attack its eye that's inside its mouth. Ugh. Now, of course, you can screw this up numerous times. I mean, you can lock on to the bombling, and it can accidentally come towards you instead of hitting Deobaba's head, like right here, for example. And the bombling can explode before hitting Deobaba's head. But you just keep trying, and you'll eventually hit Deobaba's head, stunning it, and we can damage its eye, again, inside its mouth. Now, again, be careful of the smaller Deku Baba heads that will continue to come towards you. So just run, keep your distance. I mean, they're easy to avoid. Now, this thing reminds me a lot of Kali Deimos in Wind Waker. I mean, it's a giant mutant plant, and yeah. Remember I said in my Wind Waker commentary that Poison Ivy would love that boss? I think she would love this boss even more because, well, it's deadly and all that stuff. And I think there was a similar boss to this in, essentially, Arkham Asylum, I believe. Yeah, Arkham Asylum, Batman. But what do I know? Anyway, after you damage Diababa, it will spray poisonous water onto you, and yeah, you try and run away. Try and avoid that as soon as you can. Now, you may have heard that little ditty da 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 in when you stun it and we're attacking it. That's essentially Link's little ditty in this theme. And see this right here, that little thing right here. Well, yeah, we'll be hearing a lot of that theme as we continue onward through the game. So anyway, yeah, that's it. We've beaten the boss. That was it, in only 2 rounds. And that is the beauty of the ending blow, everyone. Instead of the normal hacking and slashing required to kill it, when it is stunned, we just give it that critical hit and it dies like that. It makes boss battles easier and quicker. And I love it. I love the ending blow. So yeah, the remains explode and reform into something. Piece of dark glowing rock. Alright, that's what you were looking for, but not what Link was looking for. He was actually looking for the kids, and obviously they are not here. Anyway, that's our first plot MacGuffin of the game. And yeah, we're going to have to recover 2 more. Because, again, we're helping Midna in stopping this evil king guy. So, yeah. And she is your way out of here, by the way. But yeah, let's go collect our heart container. We are going to increase our health. Yay. Look how pretty the water is. It's so nice and pretty. Yeah, I pretty much have everything in this dungeon. I am not coming back here. So, yay. Anyway, the game gives you the option at that point to save. And I cut it out because, well, you don't want to see me do it every single time, right? I mean, it's going to be kind of redundant. Plus, it interferes with the narrative a little bit. So, yeah, between Link exiting the temple and this scene right here, you are given the option to save by the game. Because the game is nice like that. Alright, so yeah, Pharaoh explains we have to go to the next area, find the light spirit, Eldin, and, well, pretty much do the exact same thing we just did. Go into the realm of Twilight and help that spirit. And he'll explain that, oh, we're going to turn into a wolf again. Whoop-de-doo. Stuff that a 5-year-old could figure out. I know, you told me. Leave the woods. Oh yeah, he also said that the ones I seek are also in that location. So could it be the kids? Could it be the kids at long last? I hope so. We'll see in part 8 when we get to that new location. See ya then, folks.